After the development of Camden Office Park, traffic in Riverbend Peak County went from busy to completely overwhelming. Commuters heading into Camden, cargo trucks moving in and out of the industrial district, residents traveling through the city, just trying to get somewhere else. And all of it was forced through one critical point, a single roundabout, handling every industrial movement and every outside connection coming into the city. It was never built for this. So, Marlena Briggs, our Director of Public Works, ordered a traffic study to figure out one thing. How do we fix this before it breaks the city? The answer wasn't one tweak. It was 3 coordinated changes that completely reshape how traffic moves through Riverbend Peak County. First, a second highway entrance near Myrtle Commons to take the pressure off the overloaded roundabout. Second, replacing the roundabout with a true free-flow interchange, supported by temporary detours during construction. And third, reworking the industrial bus route to serve Camden Park, smooth traffic flow, and make transit a real alternative to driving. Not everyone was thrilled. Once Alderman Derek Anderson learned construction traffic would pass through Serenity Shores, he made it clear. If his district was taking the hit, Riverbend Peak needed to step up park maintenance and recycling services. So, if you think Marlena's traffic study is going to fix this mess, hit that like button. And if you think this plan is about to fall apart halfway through construction, hit like anyway. Either way, let's see what happens. Before we dive into the plan, quick mention. This video isn't sponsored, but I'm an affiliate with Uplift Desk. And I've got to say, I love this setup. It's sturdy, smooth, and totally customizable. The 60 by 24 inch space fits my smaller office perfectly. And they've got tons of great accessories and furniture to match your space. If you're looking to upgrade your setup, check out Uplift Desk using my link below. It helps support the channel and keep things rising smoothly around here. Alright, so the first part of the traffic study included adding a second highway entrance to the city. And we're going to do this right over here, and we're going to have to end up buying these 3 tiles, which, let's see what we have. We have a $1.1 million a month surplus. And it's only going to cost us $51,000 a month. I'm pretty sure we can absorb that cost. Especially this initial cost of $111,000. So we're going to go ahead and buy these and examine where we want to put our highway entrance. And it looks like we have this nice trough right in here where we're going to go ahead and build it right over here, clean up some of this land. We're going to keep this here, this little trough that we have going through, because realistically we'd have a lot of snow melt in winter and it would flow through, come down, end into this little pond back here. So we'll keep that so the vibes are still good. And we're going to carry this all the way down to our couplet, where we'll have to do a little bit of terraforming and cleaning up. But I think it's going to look good. So let's go ahead and get started with all of this fun stuff. Perfect. Now that we have our terraforming out of the way, we can go ahead and get started with our construction. So we'll go ahead and do that. We've already unlocked our highways, and I'm going to create, just for now, a 2-lane highway back here. I want to turn these grids on. And the reason I want to do that is so that we can have our lanes come down and over. And then on this case, we are going to kind of curve on them. So you'll see. Perfect. So now that we have all of that set, let's just make sure everything looks fine. We have our bridge. Perfect. Our connections. Good. All right, so now next thing we can do is finish our slight terraforming and then carry this down to the couplet. So let's get the land ready so that we can actually build on it. Perfect. Now that we're done with this, we can go ahead and get our road started and carry this all the way down to our couplet. All right, so now let's put a large roundabout in here because we're going to end up creating a super node connected to our couplet. So now let's get that connected. Use our guideline. I'm gonna wrap it up there. But now the reason we did this is so that we could have a nice stoplight that does both of these. So it's almost like a nice divided road here. And one thing that I would love to do as well is to make this a little bit more efficient is we can use a 5-lane. So we have 2 turn lanes and a straight lane because we're gonna make some improvements at some point. So why not get ahead of ourselves? I can see ourselves even upgrading this road at some point to a divided highway. All right. So now we have our couplet, we have our highway connection, and everything should actually start flowing through here. Look at that, we already have our first car coming through. And of course, it's a taxi. Getting on out. So the idea with this traffic study was so that it could alleviate congestion on this one connection into the city. So now we have 2 that will help service Myrtle Commons and Serenity Shores. So that is excellent. And before we move on to the next piece, let's just clean up some of these carvings, right? Let's smooth them out, make them a little softer. We have our second highway connection into the city, and we can start moving on to the next piece. All right, so the next thing in the traffic study includes making this a free-flowing interchange. But since I don't pause the game for any of these road construction pieces, we're going to have to create some temporary infrastructure as well as repeating infrastructure for power and water. So we need to go ahead and get electricity from this transformer station, which is flowing through this bridge, which will upgrade to highway when we do our interchange, to our industrial park as well as Camden Park. So we're going to do this with a simple transformer on this side of the bridge or this side of the river and a high tension power line. So we'll go ahead and get that started and utilize the new small transformer station, which does the same exact thing as the bigger one, but it is smaller and I think just in general nicer looking, which we can put right back here behind our bus depot. We can go ahead and get that connected with a power line. And I'm a big fan, when you hit page up, you actually get a much thicker power line, which honestly, in my opinion, looks great, especially for crossing water. So we're going to go ahead and do that here. And just connect it up. Which we can go back down. Perfect. And so now, if we were to ever sever this bridge or something else like that, we have a transformer station which will service the peninsula for now. All right, the next thing we have to do is water. We have to get water and sewer flowing back and forth because we have our sewer outlet on the industrial side and we have our water pump over here. So to get water to the industrial peninsula, we need to put some water pipes down, and to get sewer from the residential over to the industrial area, we need to go ahead and get sewer pipes. So we'll just do a two-way one, and we're going to do it underneath this bridge since this is already technically owned by the city. So it's already taken care of. So we'll do that. So now you can see we have water and sewer flowing between. All right, and the last step of this guy was we have to create bypasses that are necessary to keep traffic flowing from the industrial area to the highway and from the residential area to the industrial and the highway as well this way. Hopefully more people will be taking this second highway entrance over here as we do more construction. We're going to go ahead and sever this walking path because we don't need it at this point because there's already a bridge here. And we're going to go ahead and create our temporary bypass with just a 2-lane highway. Off there, and we'll do it a little bit off the bridge. And then we can go ahead and just carry this right through. So we can go ahead and create a temporary bypass. And I want to leave some room so we have space to actually do our highway expansion. So we'll do it like that. So now people can go here, and to help with the flow of traffic on this one, I'm going to go ahead and put a roundabout in. Probably medium size. Will that fit beautifully? Perfect. And this is going to help with the flow of traffic coming off of the bridge into the residential areas. Just temporary while we work through this space. Because as you can see, we already have I want to say a reasonably tight space, so we need to make sure our plan is solid. All right, so now that we have everything set up, let's go ahead and delete our roundabout, our road. We're going to have to fix some of our pathing for our bus routes, and that's okay. All right, what don't you like? All right, we'll fix this bypass real quick. Just for now. There we go. Whew. Only had one guy have to turn around. All right, so we got that. Now we got to fix our buses right now. They're saying they're broken. So let's figure this out. We have a waypoint here, which we can just get rid of. And this is a weird waypoint to get out of the city. Perfect. So I think this area is going to get really busy now that we have our bus stuff updated. So our bus route's going to go through here and out. Make sure, yep. So we're good. All right, so now with that, we can go ahead and get started with our construction. Clean up this. Now, the key for any highway interchange is lane math. So we're going to practice this throughout the entire build, and you'll see that we always have one lane for every change and at least 2 lanes for throughput. So let's get this going. All right, now we've done it. We've connected all the directions with free-flowing ramps and highways. So now we get to do the wonderful honor of connecting everything. So here we go. Which we got to get rid of this roundabout. Sorry, guys. I know it's free-flowing. Right, now we can go ahead and get the bridge here upgraded to a highway. We're going to just use the 4-lane highway, and we're going to go all the way down the bridge to start out with. Perfect. And now let's just carry this through. But as you can see, we have traffic backing up all along here, all along this corridor, because we have this, but now we can go ahead and connect it to this guy. Let's do a little bit of operation. All right. I want these to flow perfectly into this. Great. Now we have connection, so we can get rid of our highway 1, and now we got to work on these guys, which I want to connect this 3-lane highway into, which of course we're going to lose a beautiful building on the corner, but it is definitely worth it. Ask me. Right. All right, now that we have our couplet all hooked up, everything is open. So this is now set. You can see we got traffic flowing through here, which is excellent. And we still have this detour here that we put up, which we can go ahead and delete. So let's get that gone so everybody uses the highway properly. And we'll play with a little bit of this lane math here. Because we don't want a U-turn or a lane that turns around. So we'll upgrade this to a 5-lane asymmetrical, and we'll be on our way. Look at that. Perfect. So now we basically, that lane that comes off from the interstate just merges right in. So now we're set. The next phase of our study includes reworking the bus routes over here in Camden Park in an industrial area. But first, we need to look at what we currently have. And this study showed that we need to add 3 bus stops to this area, including 1 in the commercial zone here, another in this industrial or this office area, and then we need to add another one in this section as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to then rework the bus route on this side so that the bus stops are better servicing the industry. And it really just entails a right turn only component. So I think it's going to be even more efficient than it currently is while providing better service. So let's get our stops placed now. And now we can go ahead and carefully, and I say carefully, delete these little bus stops because it's easy to delete a road. You don't mean to. And everything falls apart. And so those bus shelters should create additional comfort because before we just had stops out here. And as we know, it loves to rain in Riverbend Peak. So this will be an added touch. Perfect. And you know what? Looking at this, I think I should add another bus stop right here. Excellent. Nothing disruptive. So now we have our bus stops all set and updated. And now we have service to Camden Park, as well as better, more intentional service over here to our industrial park. All right, so one of the demands that we had from Derek Anderson, who's the alderman of Serenity Shores, requested that we implement and build a park maintenance facility to help improve the overall maintenance numbers of the parks, not just in Serenity Shores, but over here in Myrtle Commons, as well as in our new Camden Park as well. It's going to serve the community well to have a park maintenance facility so that we can actually increase the attractiveness of those parks, helps things level up, increase tourism, you name it, recreation. That will help. And the other thing is a recycling center so that we have proper recycling inside Riverbend Peak, and we can sell those resource items out to help improve the city's budget, as well as take a load off of our landfill, which is full. It is full up to the brim, which is now starting to trickle into our road maintenance facility, our water pumping station, as well as our elementary school, those kids in those darn milk cartons. So we're going to have to go ahead and get those started. So let's first start with our park maintenance facility, and I'm thinking this is going to be a great spot over here next to our road maintenance facility. We have the this nice little service corridor for city services that are more facility related. So we'll go ahead and implement and build this here. So we have our park maintenance facility. We're going to want to clean up some of the land here since it is on a steeper component. So we'll just want to make sure we get our land looking a little bit better so that we can go ahead and build it and not have to deal with a bunch of weird things jetting out as well. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on an alleyway next to our road service building. Excellent. So it's 90 degrees from this road, which is also not straight itself, but it'll do. This park maintenance facility is reasonably sized. We're going to space it away from the forest lane and just put it right on Summit. This is going to give us some space for some of the expansion buildings as the city and community grows. Because this extra garage piece can be added to the side or within the zone. So I love it. And this is going to be a perfect spot. Great. So we should start seeing our park maintenance vehicles head out. Excellent. Going to the outdoor gym already. Excellent. And then the next thing we need to go ahead and get implemented is our recycling center. I think this is still a good spot right here. Because we will be expanding the city outwards and this way too, because we definitely need to be using some of these raw resources or natural resources that we have here in Riverbend to help further the economy, provide jobs, and maintain stability. So we're going to go ahead and put our recycling center in this center or region here. And again, we don't want it on the collector. We'll put it off on this alleyway as well. This will help move things along and keep traffic off of the main piece as we need to. So we're going to unlock that, our recycling center underneath waste management for 2 development points. So we're going to go with the Japanese recycling center because it's going to fit into this space perfectly and actually meet the needs of our community. Probably better than the regular recycling center in the meantime, even though everything else is the same. So let's get this going. And let's get these trash trucks out here to collect trash and reduce the burden on our recycling or our landfill, and provide the services necessary for our community. Now it's time for some detailing, and we're going to work ourselves backwards on all these projects to make these look great. With the second highway entrance open, the new free-flow interchange in place, and Camden Park finally connected with a proper bus route, traffic across Riverbend Peak is looking noticeably better. Serenity Shores is getting cleaner streets and healthier parks. Our industrial area finally has a direct way in and out of the county, and the morning commute isn't bottlenecking the entire community anymore. These upgrades weren't small, but they were exactly what Riverbend Peak needed to keep growing. And now with the backbone of this county is finally moving the way it should, we can turn our attention to what's coming next. A special thank you to channel members and for viewers like you. Thanks for building with me, and remember, create cities, control chaos. I'll catch you in the next one. Have a great day.